En el capítulo anterior nos quedamos relajados disfrutando del pintoresco balneario histórico de Santa Cruz. Esta vez nos dirigiremos hacia el Centro Tecnológico de California, el mundialmente ya famoso Silicon Valley. Pero una sorpresa nos llevamos antes, el misterioso lugar.
¡Ay, ay, ay!
Seguimos en el bosque de Redwoods. ¡Belleza! ¡Woohoo!
Ubicado en las entrañas del bosque de Redwoods, árboles familia de los secuoyas, pero que crecen al nivel del mar.
La entrada a Mystery Spot. Mira, acá hay secuoyas. Secuoyas.
Al norte de Santa Cruz, entre los densos bosques de Redwoods de California, el camino se curva y el mundo parece inclinarse. Bienvenidos al Mystery Spot, un lugar donde las leyes de la física, tal como las conocemos, parecen desvanecerse, donde la gravedad se vuelve una sugerencia y la perspectiva una ilusión.
La entrada. ¡Mira! ¡Woohoo! Parece un bosque encantado. Mira, son los Redwoods. Los Redwoods. Los árboles grandes. Estamos en un bosque misterioso. Mira. ¡Wow! Belleza. Mira. Es una variedad de secuoya que le llaman Redwoods. Mira.
Acá estoy en medio del bosque.
Este círculo de unos 150 metros de diámetro fue descubierto en 1939 y desde entonces ha desafiado explicaciones. Los árboles crecen torcidos, las bolas ruedan cuesta arriba y dentro de la peculiar cabaña inclinada uno puede sentirse más alto o más bajo que la persona a su lado. Llegando. ¡Woohoo!
Mr. Wood, una araña ahí nos da la bienvenida. Mystery Spot.
Vamos a ver qué encontramos.
Bueno, acá estamos en el Mystery Spot. Vamos a ver qué encontramos de raro. Mira. The Wolfman. Hi, how are you?
Ahora sí, empecemos a descubrir lo misterioso de este lugar. Escuchemos a nuestro magnífico guía. ¿Qué nos tiene por decir?
Lumber company. This lumber company, though, they didn't really want to sell him the land unless he was willing to pay for the hillside over here as well as the one over there. Mr. Prather, he didn't really want those hillsides, nor did he need them, but with a little bit of arguing with the lumber company, they lowered the price quite a bit. He bought the land, he was super happy, but then this company, they told him a secret. They told him that anything that they would build up on this hillside right here, the foundation of it would crumble, and then it would come sliding down the hill. Mr. Prather, he thought this was super strange, so he decided to hire some surveyors. They came out here, they checked out the land, and they told Mr. Prather, we don't know exactly what's going on, but we did find out 3 other very strange things that tend to happen. All of them having to do with this one hillside right here. Now, the first of these strange things, these anomalies that they noticed as they were walking up the hill, it felt like there was an invisible force pushing against their chest, trying to force them back down, and they noticed the further and further they would get up towards those orange fences, the stronger and stronger the forces would become. Now, knowing that, are you guys excited to walk up that hill here very shortly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not super convincing. Okay, great to see. Now, the second thing we noticed is that their compasses would sometimes give them false readings. Down here, it wasn't too bad. It was only about 2 to 3 degrees off. But as they would get up towards the top of the hill, up towards those orange fences, they would go haywire, up to 180 degrees off, meaning north would become south and east would become west, right? Sounds like we got quite a bit of second grade graduates. That is great to hear. Now, the third thing that they noticed, all these anomalies, they would happen in a 150-foot circle, starting between these two blocks right here, going up around some of those trees, back behind the orange fences up there, coming between these two trees right here, once again, ending between these two blocks. Now, does anybody want to try to take a guess as to what they called this circle?
No idea.
Mystery spot.
The mystery spot. Good job, guys. I don't know how you managed to guess that one.
What's the name?
Now, these two blocks right here, they were placed here in 1940 originally as a little marker of where the mystery spot started and ended, right? Now, most of us probably know how this thing works, right? Just in case we need a reminder, I'll give it to you. When that bubble is in the middle, it's perfectly level, okay? When it is to the left, it means the left is the tallest. And when it is to the right, it means the right is the tallest. So with that, let's take the level down right here. Can I get a volunteer to come on up here for me? All right, thank you so much, sir. I'll have you stand right here in front of me. Take a look down at that bubble, and can you tell me, where is it at?
It's in the middle.
It is in the middle, right? Give her a round of applause. Thank you so much, sir. You did a great job. Bubble's in the middle. Board is level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it on this one as well. If you guys can see from where you are, that bubble, it is still in the middle. You guys are looking at two level pieces of wood. To show you why, I need two volunteers that are roughly around the same height to come on up here for me. Thank you guys so much. All right, so I'll have you, sir, in the black shirt stand on this side, 1 foot on each board. I'll have you, sir, in the blue shirt do the same thing on this side. All right. Now, you're looking right around in the middle of his forehead, right? You're looking right around in his nose. What I'm going to have you two do for me is switch sides, all right? All right, now do we notice a change here?
Yes.
Yeah, you've grown quite a bit, right? You're looking right around at the middle of his forehead now. You're looking right around at his nose. And to make this a bit more interesting for the rest of us, on my count of 3, are you two ready? All right, great. 1, 2, 3, fight. All right, give me a round of applause.
Y mientras los dos voluntarios pelean, subimos todos al verdadero lugar misterioso, la casa.
Ay, ay, ay.
Algunos dicen que es un vórtice de energía terrestre, otros un capricho geométrico de la naturaleza. Los escépticos hablan de ilusiones ópticas, pero los visitantes que caminan por sus pasarelas inestables solo experimentan una cosa: asombro puro. Es un recordatorio de que incluso en un mundo mapeado y medido, aún hay rincones que susurran misterio, lugares que no nos dicen su secreto, sino que nos invitan a cuestionar lo que creemos sólido y cierto. Así que, entremos, ajustemos nuestro equilibrio y nuestra percepción, porque aquí, en el corazón del bosque, lo único normal es lo extraordinario.
Right there. Good to see we all found it. Now, you guys are probably noticing something a little bit strange, different, weird, odd about me that you didn't notice while I was standing down there. Feel free to shout it out. Leaning, right? Thank you so much. I'm leaning at about 11 degrees right here, just like all you guys. Now, I want you to be able to experience this lean at its fullest. So what you're going to do is just take your feet, put them together just like that. Take a look around at the rest of the group. You should notice they're all leaning just like you are. All right? Now what you're going to do, take your feet facing downhill just like this. And then take a look down. What do you notice about your feet? They're quite a bit further out in front of you than they usually would be, right? You guys want to know a fun fact? About a year ago, I had a man on one of my tours. He came up to me afterwards. He started crying. He was thanking me profusely. He had told me this was the first time he'd seen his feet in about 15 years. Strange, right? Maybe I let go of it in a weird way. Maybe I pushed it out. So you guys will notice when I roll it in, it slows to a stop. It starts rolling right back out. Feel free to catch it. Now, we'll roll it going in. Once again, despite sprinkles no longer being with us, it still slows to a stop and it starts rolling right back out. Now, you guys might have noticed this notch in the board, right? Maybe there's something wrong with it. Maybe there's some kind of warping or V-shape. But as you guys can tell, there's no warping or V-shape, correct? All right, thank you so much, paid actors. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to flip the board around, back down right here. But instead of using the pool ball this time, we're going to try my bottle of water right here. If you'll back up for me, I don't need to pour water all over you, sorry. Pour it into the cabin. And you guys will notice that water, it starts coming back out now. Leave it. The other end, right? And the crowd goes. Ooh. Oh, thank you so much. All right. Now that we are done with the board of mystery, it's the time we've all been waiting for. The first room of the cabin. Let's all start heading on in, guys. You guys can do some movie poses on here, such as Jack and Rose from Titanic, right? Now, don't worry. If you didn't bring your Jack or your Rose today, I'm running a special for you guys.
Wow.
$30 for Jack, $10 for Rose. Yeah, great. I'm here all week once again. I do ask one other thing of you guys. In regards to this table, please do not jump off of it. A lot of people, when they do, they might fall, slip, hit your head, start crying. Right? I may or may not be speaking from experience, okay? See this guy right here? He's got that Insta360. That green light right there flashing, that means it's recording, okay?
Yeah.
If you fall, you do hit your head, you do start crying, he will send that video to me, okay? And I will laugh a lot. Now with that, we're going to start heading into that second room of the cabin. I got some more demonstrations for us in there, and then we'll have time to come back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. This is worse. Puta madre. Ay.
All right.
Fuck. You don't want to be here.
Right here, as we're making our way on in this second room, you guys will probably notice this ball right here. Big metal ball hanging from the ceiling. This ball, it's supposed to be a pendulum. Do we all know how pendulums work?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of us, they should swing equally and oppositely in both directions. So what I'm going to do is push it out in front of me, let go of it. You guys should notice it swings quite a bit further towards that wall than it does towards the center of the room. Now, the reason for this is the center of the mystery spot. Once again, it wants to push everything away from the center. Just like that pool ball, it pushes it out, right? You could be thinking, maybe this ball is made out of like a magnetic material. Maybe there's some magnets in the wall right here. But this ball, it is made out of lead, okay? Roughly 20 pounds of lead. So this brings me to my next 2 points. First of all, please be very careful where you're swinging the ball. The other thing is, recently we've had a reoccurring issue. A lot of people, especially in floral shirts, especially button-up ones, they think it looks quite a bit like the wrecking ball from the Miley Cyrus music video. We do ask that you try to refrain from recreating this video. Thanks so much, sir. We got this board right here. Feel free to come on up, stand on it. You'll notice I'm still leaning, just like all of you guys. We have this here just to disprove that that floor is why you're leaning. We got this ladder right here too. You're demonstrating it perfectly. You can walk up and down it without using your hands. This is your time to go around the cabin, take as many photos and videos as you would like. If you need me to take any for you, feel free to just ask. If you guys are feeling really dizzy, you want to head out early, feel free to. We got that second courtyard out there. I just ask that you guys stay inside there. Have fun. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you need anything else, I'll be out in the first room. Thank you.
Oh, chupi. I got down.
Don't worry, I won't stop.
Wow.
Where are we supposed to go back?
Wow.
That way or that way?
That way. Go back that way.
Place in 1989. Anybody want to try to take a guess as to what this event might have been? Earthquake, right? A lot of us think that, but it was actually Taylor Swift's birthday, right? Yeah, about a 1/15 of an inch of offset spread across this entire block is roughly 2 inches of height change. So right here, I am about 2 inches taller than when I'm standing right over here. Squawk, right? Okay, so I'll have you two switch sides, the two on the block closest to me. I'm gonna try to hold this level as still as possible. Keep in mind, there should have been about 2 inches of height difference. A little bit more than 2 inches, right? So unfortunately, we will no longer be requiring your services here as an honorary unpaid tour guide. Give her a round of applause. Feel free to all return to the group. Thank you guys.
Seguimos en el bosque de Redwoods.
Nos vamos retirando del Mystery Spot a través de este bosque. El bosque nos recibe en silencio. No con el silencio de la ausencia, sino con el de una presencia antigua y profunda. Estos son los sequoias sempervirens, los árboles más altos de la tierra, los más conocidos como redwoods. Algunos de ellos ya estaban aquí cuando Roma caía, cuando se exploraban los primeros mapas, cuando el mundo aún se medía en mitos. Caminar entre ellos no es solo adentrarse en un bosque, es caminar a través del tiempo. Su corteza gruesa y resistente al fuego cuenta historias de siglos de tormentas y resiliencia. Su altura parece tocar el cielo, recordándonos lo pequeño que es un latido humano frente a la paciencia de la tierra.
Estamos acá camino a San José desde Santa Cruz. Pasamos por el bosque y alguno de estos bosques es Redwood, los árboles de Redwood. No es una especie de secuoya.
Este no es solo un hábitat, es una catedral natural, un monumento vivo a la persistencia, a la quietud, a la memoria del planeta. Aquí, la puca guaira descansa y mientras recorre a través de los árboles, nosotros con ella respiramos más despacio. San José nos espera, pero por ahora solo hay bosque.
¡Qué belleza!
Solo hay un tiempo, solo hay esta paz antigua suspendida entre la sombra y la luz. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, estimados todos. Espero que les haya gustado este video de Mystery Spot, que nos dirigimos a San José en el próximo capítulo. Eso sí, crucen los dedos porque ha tenido problemas con la memory card y he ido a un lugar para recuperar los archivos. Esperamos que todo salga bien. En todo caso, como el plan es no plan, y veremos cómo lo hacemos para que veamos el trayecto de San José por San Francisco y otros lugares en la Puca Guaira. Aquí, eso sí, no se olviden de suscribirse a su canal Peluchos en Ruta, que más videos vendrán. Los espero. Tupananchis Cama.